Good morning, it's Susan, and I am so excited to bring you along with me, and I am going to Target. Can you notice something different? I took the clock down. I've had it there for, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 years. And I thought I would do some picture frames. I've always liked the look of the, the 6 clusters of photo frames. But now I know it's kind of big for the small, it's like a seat. And at first I thought it was too big down to it, but now I don't know what to put in them. I don't want colorful pictures because it's going to clash with my decor, so I think I'll do black and whites or for the seasons. And I found some cute ones for fall, or I might just put pictures of my grandkids in black and white. Anyway, I have the option to do a lot of different things for the seasons, so that's good. So I'm back from the States and I'm exhausted. I went to bed so late. And of course, my mind starts wandering and thinking about how I'm going to use all my new decor. So sit down and relax and get a cup of whatever you like to drink. And it's going to be a long one. And don't judge me. So first I'm going to start with my florals and my greenery that I bought at the Tattered Tulip. Now I know it's not easy for all of you to get to the Tattered Tulip because it's in between Niagara Falls and Buffalo, but you can order online. They have a website. So I'm not sure, I don't usually go on the online, so I'm not too sure what kind of florals they do sell, but I got these hydrangeas and they're very similar to the ones at Hobby Lobby. These are a bit more papery feeling and they look real. And these ones came to $6.95 each. I got them in that rusty, coppery, little bit of cream, tinged with some burgundy. And I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with them, so I only bought 3. And I'll find good use for these. Next, it's not a floral, but it's shafts of, I guess, wheat. Yeah, the shafts of wheat, but I just love the coloring. That creamy beige with a little bit of rust in it, and this is more of a rubbery feeling, but it looks pretty good. And these ones were $5.95. What a great deal. $5.95 for something like this. You could even just use one if you had to. I always buy everything in sets of 3. Not sure where I'm going to put them. And next I got these 2 little branches of leaves, more of a rusty color, and they're just tiny. I just got these for little vases or little pots. Sometimes you just don't want big stems, so perfect. And I think these were $4.95 each. This is what caught my eye when I first walked in, and these ones were $3.95. Look how pretty they are. Little branches with they almost look like little seedlings, like seeds or pods. At first I thought they were acorns, and these ones were, I already said, right, $3.95, and I got 3 of these. So that's all I got at the Tattered Tulip. So next I was at Homegoods, and I picked up a few more florals. These are hydrangeas again. These are a bit more silky, and they came in a set of 3 for $12.99, and I got 2 sets. Now this coloring is a bit more butterscotch caramel, I guess. It's got more of that gold tinge to it. And these, I think I'm going to be using these in my living room. So next I'm going to show you a pot that I got at Homegoods. And I've always wanted a very big vessel like this with that kind of a design. Listen, I'm talking into it and it's echoing. I'm such a nerd. Anyway, this was on clearance for $24. I grabbed it. And then I was on the hunt. I've been looking for a pot from Anthropology, one of the Minka pots, and I keep on looking at it. It's not that expensive, but the shipping, because I don't have a store near me, is like half the price of the pot. So I keep on debating. And then I saw one at Homegoods, and I thought, this looks identical. Oh, and it's heavy, man. The size of something, I can barely lift it, and it was $29.99. It's got a few marks on it. I can just paint those up. It's so heavy I've got to put it down. So these hydrangeas would look really pretty in this pot. Now I don't have enough for this pot, but I can always get more. And these wheat stems might look good in this pot. So at Homegoods, I also picked up some of these coffee table books. The Living with Blue and White, I saw it at Amazon for double the price, and that one was a good one for the summer decor. And then the French Country Cottage was a beautiful book, and it didn't hurt that it was gold binding, so it looked good in the wall unit. And then of course, Create at Home with Old and New. So next I'm showing you this beautiful candle I got at Homegoods. It is an anthropology dupe. I've been watching a few YouTubers that showed this candle, and it's true. It really is for a fraction of the price. This one here was only $9.99. What's the smell? It's actually pretty nice. It's a pumpkin spice. Usually I don't like too many pumpkin-y candles. A white ceramic pumpkin with a candle inside. It is also a pumpkin scent, and it was, I think this one was $12.99. Next at Homegoods, I got this beautiful throw. It's sort of a lightweight. It's not a cozy, warm kind of blanket like that I usually like, but I thought it was so pretty to hang over the side of the couch. It's got some tassels, and you know how I like this blocked, I think they call it block print. I never knew what it was called. I always used to call it fleur-de-lis, all these silly designs, and it's not really a fleur-de-lis. So this one here was $29.99. And the last thing I got at Homegoods was this wooden pumpkin. Like I don't have enough pumpkins, but I don't have a wood one. Not that I can remember. I've got so many bins of fall pumpkins. It's almost ridiculous. And this one I think was $14.99, yes. So next is Target. I was really impressed with what the Hearth and Hand had to offer this year. Some years I don't buy too much. This year it was beautiful. And the store that I had gone to had everything in stock for once. Usually at the border, the Targets are not so good. So the first thing I found here was this cute little table lamp for $10. It came in cream, it came in a darker brown, and a lighter taupe. I couldn't decide. I wanted all three of them, but I don't need three little lamps. So this one here is probably going to go in the kitchen, maybe in the living room, not sure yet. So I've been looking for a pumpkin, a brown pumpkin glass. Every year I look for it. I can never find the color of brown that I want. It's usually orange or clear. So I finally found a brown amber one. There's different shades of amber. There's a darker brown amber, and then there's of course your orangey tone amber, and this one was perfect. Has a hole here so you can put a tea light, a fake tea light, and it was $15, and it's the perfect little size for my shelving. I got this cute little brass pumpkin, and it opens up. Now it's still got the sticker on it, but it's just a little trinket box. You could even make a candle and put it in here if you wanted to. Okay, I splurged. I never spent $30 on a candle because I'm just not going to when I can get them on sale. But I splurged and I bought the Hearth and Hand. I thought now that my coffee table looks a bit different. Now it looks very orangey here, but in real life it's almost the same shade as the pumpkin. Of course there's a white candle in it, and it is called Harvest Chestnut. And I could smell it, and it smells sort of like fall Christmassy. I like that scent. It's not too strong. So I thought it would look really nice on a book on my coffee table. Do you think I'm going to light it? I've been looking at those salt and pepper shakers on Amazon, and I see them in a lot of high-end kitchens, and I've always wanted them. They're $110 or $120 each. So that is not happening. So when I saw Hearth and Hand come out with these beautiful copper salt and pepper mills, I almost exploded. And at first, when I went into the store, like everybody says, this little grinder handle was not to be seen. So I thought, well, I like it, I don't care. And I'm so impulsive. So I thought that maybe you just do something like this, you grind it like that. Then I got home and I looked inside, and there were the handles. I'm going to be using it as shelf styling for salt and pepper, I mean, it's great to use it for that if you want to use it beside your stove. But I've got my handy salt pot and I'm quite happy with that. But look at these babies. And this one was $12.99. This is $9.99. I'm sure you've heard it a million times already. At Target, I got these cute little mugs, and going with the color scheme again, that caramel butterscotch color. I hope it looks good when I put it all together. And these ones were $6.99, Hearth and Hand. Of course, they're going in my coffee bar. I can drink from them, but I can also display them. I seen these on somebody's video, I think Katie Vinning, and I saw these and I go, oh, I want these beautiful stoneware type canisters with these beautiful fluted ridged siding, a nice handle, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, if it's just going to be on my shelf over here behind me or if I'm going to actually use it for a change. And that one was $22.99 and I couldn't resist her one, and it was $19.99. So that's it for Target. You know what? I just remembered I have something from HomeSense and I have something from Michael's. I'm going to show you. Hold on. HomeSense was this cute little pumpkin basket. I think there was something like this at Target Dollar Spot a few years ago, and I had bought one in orange and I keep it up in my bedroom, but I wanted this color. And it was $12.99, maybe 3 weeks ago, and I was just sort of looking at the fall stuff, not interested at that time, and I saw this beautiful muted copper pumpkin with a handle, and a wood handle at that, and it was 40% off, so I think I paid like $14.99 for it, and regularly, let me see, regularly it is $25 here in Canada and $20 in the States. So I thought I'd put a plant in it and put it on the bookcase behind me. I went to Hobby Lobby and I saw a really nice DIY by a YouTuber called Evelyn Hernandez, I think, and I'll link it below. And she did the cutest video on so many different dupes, high-end dupes. And one of them was 2 little pumpkins that resembled the wax candles, you know, the ones with the little light that flickers. And she used, you can buy pine cones like that as well. And I always like the look of the pine cone, but I can never find the color that I want. So she did them with little Hobby Lobby. And one of them was this size, and one of them was this size. And what she did was she painted them 2 different neutral colors, and then, you know, distressed them in between these little lines here, took off the stems, cut a little hole for the tea light, and I'll show you. I'm going to do this and I'll show you next time I do a video, but it looks beautiful. And for $6, plus some paint, of course. Now, I'm going to just share with you 2 things I got from Amazon. And this was the first things that I had bought for fall more than a month ago. I found these pillow covers. And I just fell in love with them. The coloring, the brown and the beige. And for what, I think I paid $22 for 2 of them. And then I bought these 2 dark brown. Now these came pretty squished up, so I'm gonna have to steam them, but I wanted this tone, and it's a linen. And these were, I think these were 24s. And I thought these would look really good in my living room. So paired up this and this with some white pillows. I'm not too sure about these pillows if it's gonna clash, but I will let you know and I will show you what it's gonna look like, because it really pulls a lot of gold, orangey gold on the camera. I also have some pillows that I might order, and it is similar tones, but it is a white background. All good things have to come to an end, right? So I have to tell you something that's a little bit funny. Last time I went to the States, I had 3 things that were kind of funny, kind of weird that happened to me. Remember, I think the first one was the car being bombarded with bird poo-poos. And the second thing was, I can't remember. I'd have to go back to my video. Anyway, it doesn't, oh, then Starbucks was closed on me. So this time, some 3 funny things happened. The first thing was when I started walking across to Target, my flip-flop. I wear Havaianas and I wear them to death. And I have broken a few of them after time. And of course it broke. It snapped and I almost went flying across the street. And I had to walk into Target barefoot on one side. And a man was looking at me. He goes, well, you're at the perfect store. So I went to the back and I found another pair of flip-flops, some cheap ones, just to get me by walking, shopping, and getting home. So the second thing that was kind of funny was I was trying to get into my car when I got out of, not Target this time, Homegoods, and I couldn't get into my car because the water sprinklers had gone off. Do you see this? I can't get in my car because the system is right beside my door. And it was spraying all over my car. And of course I parked really close to that side of the curb. So it's sort of something has to do with my car again. Either, at least it was clean. And then I just sort of jumped in from the passenger side and jumped over the stick shift into my seat. And then the third thing wasn't really that exciting, but on the way on my trip, my radio played Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And then on the way back, on the same street, didn't that song come on again? Anyway, I just thought it was something funny and give you a little bit of a chuckle. So happy that you joined me today. And you know, it's always fun shopping for everything, but then when you have to clean up and put it all away and then put the new stuff out, not so easy. But it's always fun to look at when it's all done. So I'm going to start next week, and I'm so glad you joined me, and we will see you in my next video. Take care, friends.